Quote, they said the agreement would halt fighting on all fronts, including in Lebanon. They also said that it focuses on opening the Strait, including lifting the U.S. naval blockade against Iran and allowing free commercial traffic without Iran charging any tolls, and leaves thorny questions related to nuclear issues for. In other words, this is atrocious, and what he should have done was agree to this months ago, or not have gone to war in the first place.
All right, this is brand new news that there's been shots fired, not in, but around the White House grounds, I believe. Like, well, they heard gunshots, but that could mean nothing. Lots of guns out there to shoot, so they're shooting them near the White House tonight. But the deal with the Strait of Hormuz is fucking ridiculous. No, not even the deal. Like, I guess to even talk about the deal is ridiculous. We should just continuously talk about the fact that it's illegal for us to be there. This is bullshit. People are dying and there's no accountability for anybody for the straight up murder of civilians, planned, executed, targeted murder of civilians over there. Nothing being done about any of that. That's what we should be always talking about. His deals are lies, and when he talks about them, it's lies. So what we have to do is focus on waiting until some facts are out, and then we'll know what happened. When people are insta trying to fuck with our heads, you have to insta wait and wait. And sometimes you're waiting a couple of years. I waited 2.5 years to find out. Well, we waited a few months, I think, to find out what happened January 6th. And then they did the hearings on TV. You can go back and probably watch all those hearings on YouTube. They were finally using screens and the internet and stuff for their stuff in Congress, which hadn't really been done like that before. It was innovative at the time. Did the January 6th hearings that way. Everyone learned the facts of what happened. It was depressing. That we heard from each person who was like victimized in any way that day come up and tell their story. And then because of all that, and then Trump's big lie that there was any problem with the election, I was there, I was watching the coverage, I had voted, I was watching what was going on, and we all knew exactly what was happening. That Trump was sitting in his office watching a screen, just like if some insurrection broke out right now, we would all know exactly what Trump was doing. And if it was leaking that he was in his office, we would know exactly what he was doing in his office. And we were right. It was investigated. People around him were interrogated and questioned under deposition, sworn depositions about what Trump was doing, what he was saying, how it was all going down. Phone calls he was taking, then sworn depositions about his phone call to Georgia, which I still recommend everyone listen to. It's only 40 minutes long, and you will learn so much about Trump the man during that phone call. The way he speaks to these representatives in Georgia, Raffensperger, and he had Sidney Powell, I think, was on the line. He had, there was some other attorney, and then another attorney that was like, we don't have anything. We looked. We are not finding anything. I don't know. We can do what you're saying, but we did what you're saying, actually. Like, you want us to count. We already counted. So they're just trying to clarify with him, we did this. It's not stolen. There are no votes. And he wouldn't take that for an answer. And it went on for 40 minutes where he wouldn't take that for an answer. And he started becoming like a stomping baby. Just, why? Why can't, I don't understand why you can't just find, it's a very, look, I have Sidney Powell. And then he lets her talk for a minute, and then he boots her. He's like, get out of here. Here, I have you, a man. This man will tell you. It was just so insulting. What a terrible phone call. The parts that they played on the news weren't even what I considered the worst. The whining, the repetitive, the not taking no for an answer, the not understanding what they were trying to tell him. His comprehension of what they were saying was weak. So everyone should have been exposed. Why isn't that 40-minute thing played on Democratic platforms? It should be uploaded to every YouTube channel. I should have one. Okay, I'm going to record that. That's 40 minutes. I'll record it in parts and upload it to one of my channels. I should practice what I preach. It should be online on all these, but I mean, I'm just me. Representatives, post that stupid ass phone call. Post that fucking phone call. Wonder if it's wiped from the internet. Well, this has been Local Media with another political and newsworthy take of the news, which is vague and we don't know a lot. I can tell you with my own eyes, I saw a channel on YouTube with a male correspondent who was saying shots were fired at the White House. And that's what I have. I'm going to flip over and get more information. Maybe I'll have another update. But right now, that's what we know. I'll see you until my next video. See you later.